Hi, everybody. Dr. Lana. I wanted to explain a little bit about acupuncture needles. So, when patients first come, have never had acupuncture before, there are the obvious questions. Will it hurt? How big is the needle? How far does it go into the body? Will I feel anything? All of that stuff. So, this is intended to explain some of those answers for you. First up, I'm going to show you a few different needles that I use in different sizes. I have all of them here, but here we go. So these are the regular needles that I use. These are a 25 by 30. If you look at that, you see that they're really not that big. Here's my finger, right? Not that long. These are about 1 cun, which is a measurement similar to 1 inch in TCM, which is traditional Chinese medicine. So they're all individually packaged, 10 per pack. There is no reuse of needles ever, 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 ever. That is completely unacceptable. That is not what you do. So each needle is used in one place for 1 point and then is disposed of in a biohazard container, is never reused twice, okay? So here's the needle outside of the actual packet. And I like to use a guide tube. So a guide tube has a little hole in it, and what you do is you place the needle in the guide tube, right? And then what you do then is you place the needle wherever it is on the body, and then you insert it, okay? This is lung 7. There's a needle. I didn't flinch. It doesn't hurt. And in fact, this is one of the angles in which you put the needle. There are some places that you put perpendicular. I'll do it with my guide tube so it makes a little bit more sense. And I'll put it here. So there are some places in the body where you insert the needle perpendicular. And those are only going to be in the large body parts or areas where there are no vital organs underneath. All naturopaths, all acupuncturists know anatomical positioning, where vital organs are, all of that. So there's not going to be any puncturing, okay? The next thing is, so there's perpendicular, there is oblique, and then there's transverse, which this one is basically transverse. This is lung 7, and I do this point a lot during cold and flu season. So if you're coming in soon, that's what you'll probably be getting. And it helps to open up the passageways, the bronchioles, the nasal passages as well, and just help to strengthen up your lung qi or energy. So again, guide tube. So there's perpendicular, there is oblique, and there's transverse, which is just very, very subdermal, okay? The next size, which is a baby size, this one is an 18 by 15, and I like to use this on, ankles, wrists, feet, hands, ears, sometimes scalp, sometimes face. Other face needles I use are these, which are individually wrapped, and these are called sarins. I like these in the scalp just because some people, like myself, have a lot of hair. So it's nice to have the color there as well. This little guy is absolutely tiny, this 18 by 15. And again, I'm a lefty, so tiny, tiny needle, literally the size of my thumbnail, okay? And this one, again, is inserted with a guide tube. Some practitioners don't use the guide tube. I prefer it. And again, you could put that here, here, here. Whatever it is that you want to use this particular acupuncture needle for, it goes in the same way as all the others do. The sarins, you do not use a guide tube, and it's totally fine if you don't, but it's just the difference between them. So you freehand is what this is called. And this can be used in all the same places. Again, it could be used somewhere like here. It could be used in an oblique or in a transverse angle of insertion. So those are some of the needles that I have. I also have gold plated, which means nickel free for certain people that have nickel allergies. So I got some of these as well, and they're actually really pretty because they are gold. So it's just another mode of acupuncture that you could use to get that same benefit, but without the nickel being present in the actual needle. So those are the acupuncture needles, and I hope that explained some of your questions. Also, just to show you that there are no gauges or holes in the needles, that they are solid and that they are so tiny. I'll see you guys in soon for Acu. Have a great day.